Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, so we'll just do the normal live stream. Oh, yeah, that's better. It was over a little bit. So yeah, just the normal old shit, basically. Right, what have I got to do? I need to get some of that. Right, Joshua. Right, Paul. How you doing? You all right? West Yorkshire, that's Sam, isn't it? Right, Sam, how you doing, mate? Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. I ain't done a lot today. It's been a bit of a weird week of sort of nothing. Big B, you right, mate? Yeah, so it's been sort of a weird, annoying week of hardly doing anything. Right, Stug, how you doing, mate? Yeah, all I've been doing is watching films in the evenings. That's about it. What you been at then, you lot? I know Sam's been out and about a bit, haven't you? Because I've seen some of your videos of you being out. I've just eaten, so I'm probably going to have a bit of acid reflux at the start of this. We'll see what happens. Last time when I came on, I made sure I hadn't ate and didn't have a coffee, and I didn't have the coffin. But I have just ate, and I have got a coffee, so we'll have to see what happens. But I've got some stuff there anyway. Prep for it, right, mate? How are you? Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. Liam, right, mate? Sticks, right, mate? And UK Lion, you right? West Yorkshire said, been out, now stuck inside due to the rain and wind. Yeah, the rain's been stopping me doing some stuff. I wanted to do a video on all of my crossbows, and I was going to lay them out on my path, but it's been too wet. I might have to wait till summer. Stug said he's mostly been binge watching Netflix. Nice. Yeah, I've been watching films most of the evenings. That's why I haven't been on YouTube. Not YouTube, Twitch. I just thought I'd get through some of the films I wanted to watch. Joshua said nothing, just playing War Thunder. Brave, you right, mate? And he said, just picked up an angle grinder for that weed slasher sword. Nice one. Yeah, that'll do it. That's really the only main tool you need. The main power tool. Liam said his turkey shoot, aka Blood Camp Fashion, came today. Started watching that. Nice one. Yeah, I had a look last night to see if I could get hold of it, but I still could get it. What I'm going to do, I don't know how much. I'll have a look, see if it's cheap on DVD. I didn't look, actually. But, yeah, there's still a way I could get it. I'll have a look. I know you wanted it on Blu-ray, didn't you? He said, thankfully, it does have the original English audio on the settings. Nice one. Yeah, because didn't your, I think your version of that was a little bit like my version of this. I didn't tell you this, but my Terminator Resistance, all of the writing on the back is all, I can't remember if it was French or Italian. Looks French to me. But it did say on it that the game would be English anyway. Yeah, that's the good thing with these. They're all PlayStation 4 games are region free, as in FREE. So they play on, and you can buy the Yank games and that, and they'll play over here. Liam said, yeah, the Blu-ray quality's all right, better than the DVD. Can't remember when they had it in HD, if it was the same transfer as the Blu-ray. Oh, and you could only find the Blu-ray of it in, Spanish Blu-ray. But as you say, it don't really matter, does it? As long as you've got the audio, that's all you need, isn't it? Tactical fire. Right, mate. He said, is that a Type 86S bullpup? Yes, it is. That makes you number 2 cheating, now, though. I won't mention your cheating. Yeah, that person who guessed it that time, I'm sure they must have cheated, because it just happened to be after someone had been already asking that night. Matt, you right, mate? I said, Michael got back on via a new email account. We had to stop watching you getting pissed in the Wendy house. It looked like too much fun. It was good from what I remember. I may not be able to do those full screen ones again, but if I do, I'll have to do it on my own. Or maybe with John Dab. I don't think anyone did anything, but I got a warning from Sony for doing that. Yeah, not YouTube or anything like that. That was all fine, all of their accounts. But yeah, Sony gave me a warning for sort of improper conduct for vulgar language, it said. I had a terrible hangover the next day. I puked up twice. Nick's nice, right, mate? Foxy lady, you right? How are you? Yeah, I'm good. Mum's good as well. Yeah, she's all right. She's all right. Sorry, I've eaten just recently, so I've got a bit of acid reflux cough going on. Big B said type 86 is what the Chinese military use, isn't it? Well, that's a Chinese bullpup. Type 86 has bullpup rifle. I said that wrong myself then. Yeah, I had a terrible hangover, but what I drank all that absinthe, the vodka, nearly all the gin. I don't know what else. And I'll tell you what, that day I'd hardly eaten or hardly drank any water. And I'll tell you what, I fucking felt it the next day. Yeah. I threw up once in the morning. I got up, felt all right, drank a load of water, puked that up, thought I'd lay back down again, drank some more water, puked that up in the afternoon, and then after that second one, I felt completely fine, and then I was all right then. Fox Lady, I'm doing okay, waiting to go back on my charity walk. Have you done it yet then? I know was that the practice one you was doing, Foxy Lady? Yeah, vulgar language. Are you doing more? 10 miles done, you got to do 40, 50. Oh, nice one, I get you. So you do it in stages. I'll get you now. Yeah, vulgar language, weird, isn't it? But yeah, the actual stream was fun. Matt said, Mike, did you build that Wendy house into a mini pub with Matt? It's sort of evolved over the years. It was a little kid's, it was my little brother's Wendy house originally. You know, a little kid's house, about as big as I don't know, the floor plan wasn't much bigger than the size of a bed, say, so about 1 meter by 2 meters, say. Originally, it was a tiny little thing for little kids. Then my dad made it bigger because he used to prefer us, like we used to get pissed indoors, but my dad used to prefer us staying around if possible because they'd know we weren't getting in trouble or so much trouble. So yeah, it just evolved and got bigger and bigger and sort of better. That was head. Yeah, it was a bit blue at times on stream. I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? Because I don't know why that one got. I reckon someone must have reported it or something. Because the stuff we talk about on Twitch is no different, is it? I wouldn't say. And that never gets. I don't know. But I'm going to have to be very careful now because if they shut down my PlayStation account, I will lose a lot of money's worth of games. Prep for it said, WC, are you having trouble sleeping because of Angela Merkel's comments about the rolls? I didn't even know about them, but don't tell me because I might not be able to. Liam said, I somehow managed to cut my gums in a few places after eating something. Stinging and painful. That's strange, isn't it? Zed, you right, mate? I wonder if you've got sensitive gums or something. Strange, isn't it? Yes, an Angela Macro, I don't know. Sam said, I remember when I spent the day smoking shisha and forgot to drink any water. After 4 hours of smoking, I got up and collapsed to the floor. Yeah, I do that to you. Yeah, what I'd done all that day could be tactical, could be. He said, I bet that guy I blocked, I bet. Yeah, because it was no different. Apart from being full screen, that was no different than any other like Twitch or, you know, the stuff we talk about. We're always talking about. And swearing, vulgar language. Bizarre, isn't it? Maybe that was the only thing they could think of to report it for. Who knows? It don't matter. But I'll have to be careful now doing those because I don't want to lose my PSN account. Nick's Knives said, linked one of your videos talking about legal self-defense items to a woman on Twitter earlier. Oh, nice one, Nick. Within the thread about that lady that was killed. Most of them don't even know pepper spray was illegal. Oh, no, that's a very... You'll be surprised, Nick. Thank you for doing that, and I hope it helps people out. Yes, you'll be surprised how many people have literally no idea that pepper spray and stun guns are illegal. And they'll go and buy them online, not knowing that they could, yeah. Because I think if they knew, I know some people don't care, but I think if they knew they was illegal, they probably wouldn't do it. Or knew what could come out of it. Liam said, burn on the roof of my mouth from eating pizza. Right. I'll get you now, Liam. Dr. Bart saw a video of a guy ranting about Lansky World Legal Knife being very bad. That's strange. I know a lot of people don't like them. They don't like the shape and the. I quite like it. I wasn't sure at first, but yeah, when Zed got me one, yeah, I sort of like it now. Slingshot, all right, mate. He said I just did a new outdoor shooting video. All right, I'll check that out after this. Liam said, for the sake of vulnerable women, pepper spray should be legal. It should be, really, shouldn't it? I've always thought because the thing with pepper spray, it's sort of pretty much non-lethal, isn't it? John Freethink, you right, mate? How are you? No, I'm just going to get my old Lansky while I'm leaving that. For the price as well, because they're not that expensive. I don't know if they were expensive before, but for the price of that, I think it's worth it. Yeah, it's an odd-looking knife, I'll tell you that. Sultan, hello. He said, "Is it legal for me to buy certain weapons and use them in the GB for self-defense without being jailed?" Not really. You can't. It's a hard one to say, but it's very, yeah. Depends what's happening to you, Sultan. Basically, if you was in your home and someone was attacking you with knives or something, and you batter them with a bat, that would be perfectly fine. You can buy sporting goods and keep them in your house, and if you wanted to risk it, if someone attacked you, with a worse fit, it's very difficult to say, really. The simple answer is no, really. Foxy ladies, I'm waiting for Sam to do me another route. Oh, nice one. Slingshot said, my buddy Bowcraft bought a pepper ball pistol that's legal in Kansas. What happened to Bowcraft for him to buy that, Slingshot? I heard you saying something happened. E4, right? Trump supporter? I don't even vote, mate. What I would do, Sultan, have a look on my videos for weapon laws and self-defense items, and that would explain it. If you look on my channel for UK legal self-defense items, those videos will explain it all to you better than I can on here. Liam said, yeah, you'd only die from pepper spray if you had an allergic reaction or ran into traffic. Zed said, I did my good deed for the year today. I found an unopened pocket knife I'd forgotten about. It was strange, as I had one anyway. Damned if I'd know I'd end up with two of them. So I gave it to a friend. I remembered, said he fancied having a pocket knife. Nice one, Zed. John Freethink, I said, what is your best knife for self-defense? Well, they always say the one that you have on you. I don't know. I've got quite a few nice fighting knives, military knives that could sort of, be used in a without rule of law self-defense situation. Got a nice Tanto up there. Fairbairn such fighting knife, which is a dagger. Yeah. See you later, Matt. You back on later. Oh, Urban Combat Food Shark, mate. Ain't seen you on for a while. You're off work tonight or something? So I read that, didn't I? Fox Lady said, saw my mum after not seeing her for months to give her a Mother's Day. Oh, nice one. That's nice. Is she? Can you not see her because of the COVID stuff? Yeah, no, I'm glad that's happened, Fox Lady. Yeah, that must be horrible. I'm lucky here that I I live with my mum and my family, so the COVID's really not affected me that much for not seeing people. Raphael said, yo, is your crossbow £90 per? That one is 90. That one's 130, and I've put a mod on that. If no one's noticed it yet, by the looks of it. Zed said, being the twat being she, it was a she. It was a large San Renmu. He's deleted it. Fox said, yeah, caused by COVID. I bet it did, Fox said. I bet it did. I bet that was horrible. Liam spent an hour last night watching UK tutorial for filling in those DAX forms. Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, I think I had to watch because when I did my, I think it was my US AdSense, I had to fill in that W bloody whatever. Fucking nightmare because you even have to do a virtual signature, don't you? Dad said, "Oh, it was a she. It was last time written me. She was really chuffed." Fuck's sake, so. Burned up rage, right, mate? That's it, the W8B. And I had to do that for my AdSense. I had to watch some videos how to do it. Because it's hard to understand what you're even, because it's an American form, it's hard to even understand what you're supposed to be even writing. You know, what you're supposed to be filling in. Raphael said, I got £135 pull going through car doors. I bet it is. Liam said, and 3 others. Oh, 3 more. Yeah, nightmare. Foxy's lady said, not doing another lockdown. I don't blame you. Well, if the elderly can have their old jabs if they want it, that can make them better. You know, they can see more people then. John said, yeah, lockdowns are not cool. Yeah, it's not affected me very much, luckily, John, but it has a lot of people. Yeah, as we don't have the same tax numbers. That's it. It doesn't. They're American forms, and we got to fit it in. Don't make sense, does it? Big B said, "Do you have a bow press for your compound crossbow?" No, I could probably make one though if I needed to. Zed said, "Sorry, buggered that comment. It was meant to say that twat who got horrified by Delansky would shit his panties if he saw his stuff. Most of us own." I had wondered what was going on there, Zed. I thought that was like 2 comments mixed up. You got your vaccine tomorrow, Fox 80. Nice, that's good for you. Good for you. John said, I lost my job because of lockdowns, and now I work at a lesser fun job in the factory. Yeah, that's a shame, John. That's a massive shame. Yeah. And like I said, luckily for me, it didn't really affect me massively. But I know a lot of people it has. T2 said, good evening, Mike and everyone. Just watched SAS Red Notice. Was okay. Watch. And also, I downloaded that earlier legally. But yes, got myself a version of that today. Offbeat Warble, right, man? I'll tell you what I've been watching. I watched Tenet, which I thought was fucking excellent. The Wailing, which is a South Korean horror, again, really good. What else did I watch? I watched quite a few. Oh, Psycho Gorman. Now that's a fucking film. Psycho Gorman. What else did I watch? I've watched quite a few films this week. I still haven't watched anyone's recommendations though. So what have I watched? Yeah, Psycho Gorman was fucking excellent. Just having a look here. Yeah, The Wailing. Yeah, Tenet. Sure, I watched a couple more. Don't matter. Mr. Daplink, right, mate, said I had no idea what was happening in Tenet. Did you like it, though? I thought it was good. There are bits where it's very hard to understand what's going on. I reckon that's what probably worth a second watch. Paul said I might binge watch WandaVision. I'd like to watch that. It's not on anything I watched, though. I might be able to get that, but Irishman, you right, mate? Prep for it said I have had 2 V shots from Pfizer weeks ago. I'm doing perfectly fine. When not an actor, I work in hospital. Nice one. Yeah, good. And I'm glad you mentioned it. You know, I also know a lot of people don't want them, and that's up to them as well. And I ain't going to go either way of encouraging or discouraging. But yeah, but the people who want it, good for you if you can get it. Steve said, "Hi, Mike. What's that you've got on the bow behind you?" I have put a quiver on it that I've not seen anyone else do yet. That Blink said, I love Nolan, my favourite director, but didn't really enjoy Tenet. I really liked it, Mr. Daplink. I thought it was, I went into it thinking, I don't know, I thought it was bloody excellent. Yeah, I've seen people put quivers on these, right? And I've seen the quivers going like that way, but it's like longer than the crossbow. I've even seen someone have a quiver on here like that. So I thought, surely, quiver underneath like that, it's out the way. You know, it's the handle's a bit different to where it would have been, but I think that's so much better and sort of discreet looking. Still works, you know, you can still, but it's sort of just, I don't know, I just think it's nicer like that. And you don't have to have that handle on, you can actually take that off and you can still hold it like that anyway. So, yeah. Yeah, I put that quiver on. That's completely homemade. That, well, the quiver isn't homemade, but the way it's mounted is homemade. Yeah. So it's a quiver that you can buy, and I've adjusted this handle so it can be on the bottom. I think it looks good like that. Timbo, you right, mate? Slingshot said, are you going to make any more cane videos? Yes, I've actually ordered a hoe handle to make a sort of self-defense walking stick soon. And I'll do a cane and I'll do some other stuff. Yeah, because one of my most popular videos right now is a walking stick video. So 100% definitely walking stick cane stuff's coming up soon. Timbo said, hello everyone. 3 12-hour shifts on the trot, having a drink now. Nice one. Yeah, enjoy yourself, mate. I missed Urban Combat Boots comment. What was he saying? He's off work for a week. So I did see your comment. I forgot to read it out, mate. I think you said you was off for a week, didn't you? Mr. Daplick said that looks smart. Thank you. Yeah, from what I've seen, that looks like a much better. The way I've seen some people mount quivers, it just didn't look right to me. That is sort of quite sleek, I think. Well, I could show you where to buy the thing, and then I'll do a video how to mount it, because you do have to do a bit of filing on that handle. Urban Combat Boots said, would you rather urinate out of your eyes or have poo? I'm probably after the urination out of my eyeballs, mate. Matt said, how you might? I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. John said you should do a homemade cane weapon video. I have one in mind for my channel. I definitely will, John. I'm just, what it is at the minute with the builds, I'm really behind. And stuff is taking ages to get sent here. So this will be coming up. This is a very basic idea for a cookery made out of a cane knife. So a cane knife would basically go straight like that, but you'll be able to get this out of a cane knife. Then I've got, when it arrives, that will be the blade for a smash it. But yeah, all the stuff is just taking ages to arrive. I've got nothing to make anything out of at the minute. I've got a hoe handle coming to make a nice self-defense walking stick. Because yeah, one of my most popular videos right now is a walking stick video. Matt said, is that your new crossbow assembled now, Matt? Yeah, that's it. That's the newest one. I've done videos putting both of those two together if anyone wants to see it. I've just noticed, though, the more of those videos I put on, of them, they don't get any views. Because I think people keep thinking it's the same bloody video. I should watch your shooting stuff tonight, Slingshot. John said, yeah, I bought myself 2 walking canes at yard sale. Nice one. That's what I'll do when I get time. Due to this whole lockdown stuff, none of them things are really open at the minute. So I've been trying to get stuff off eBay. But yeah, this just seems to be delayed at the minute. Richard said, Mike, that mini striker 330, you can now get a carbine version. I guess they're trying to make it similar to the R9 Adder. Nice one. I'll look into that, Rich. Yeah, hopefully they'll be cheap over here soon. Timbo said, I've got loads of drawings like that. I have. I've got a folder full of stuff like that. Yeah. Put the general idea down so you got an idea in it, Timbo. JS, right, mate? Matt said, looking good, mate. Looking forward to spring. Going out of my air guns. I bet you are. That'd be nice. Richard said, also, they're doing new bolts for it. They're expensive, like the ad. No, that's a shame. Yeah. Those ones in that are cheap ones. But luckily with that R9, as long as you put the knock on, that'll shoot pretty any bolts as long as they're not too thick. Liam said, my giant glow-in-the-dark sheet real thing came today. So tomorrow I'll try and do an X-ray video. Nice one. Offbeat Wolves said, anyone got an Anglo Arms 10-inch rubber-handled Tanto knife? How does it fare against the Cold Steel GI Tanto? I have not got that, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple of people on the stream who have. Is that the Tanto you bought, Timbo? Is that the Tanto that you put on recently? And also the one that Tactical Pirate was saying you wanted to get? Yeah, enough of the 10-inch rubbers, exactly. Wolf said, you right, mate? How are you? I've done a bit of modding on the R9, put a quiver underneath there. So what else do I need to do? Bayonets. I need to adjust the sights on that as well. I'm going to put my own. I'm going to put one of the redback rear sights on, but it means I'll have to raise that up. It's not very good anyway, so I'm going to put a new thing on it anyway. The problem with the open sights on that one, you're looking down a slot into a solid bar. You can't actually see the target. It's not very well designed. NYK said, is this every Friday at the same time? Yes, yeah. Dimbo said, yeah, got the Anglo Arms 10-inch Tanto. Cold Steel is better, really. What about price difference, though? Because I think when you compare the prices, the Cold Steel is probably 3 times more expensive, so it probably would be better. But if you judge them by, for it being a tenner, I don't know how much was that knife. It's not very expensive, is it, though? It's good for the money, isn't it? Jamie, you right, mate? Prep for it said I have the Cold Steel GI Tanto for almost a decade, still looking good. Big B said I'll stick with my K-bar. I bet my life on that blade. NYK said I always watch a Friday live stream at 6, so convenient if I had this one at 5. Oh, nice one. Yeah, there you go. All right, nice one. Got another one to watch. Rich said, Mike, you might be able to do some 20mm Weaver airsoft openers. That's a good idea, Rich. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because what happened was, when I put the rear sight on it, it was then too high. So that needs raising up as well. And it also it's just shite. It's a solid bar with a dot in it. It needs to be something poking up. I suppose I could just do that. I could put a little bolt through it. But, I fancied putting something on the front that was fibre optic still. Big B said, my mate got me it when I was too young to buy a knife. So got a special place in my heart. Nice one. Nice one. Timber said, depends what you want from a Tanto. I like them both. The AA is fine for the price. West Yorkshire said, evening warfare. And he's saying hello to everyone. He's got a K-bar. A laser would work. I don't know what it is. I don't really like lasers very much. I put a laser on that one originally. I don't know, something about them. I probably will put a laser on because they are good for quick shooting. But yeah, I bought this one specifically so I could have pure open sights on it. But a laser would work. You are right. Yeah, I'll probably put a laser on them anyway. Liam, right, mate? And he said, not been on your live stream for a while. How's it going? Yeah, I'm good. NYK said, I think the last time I watched WeaponCollector channel was half my life ago. It might have been. I've been on here for about 11, 12 years, haven't I? Zed said, those new bolts you made, could they be cut down and used in the Adder magazine? You could probably get 2 bolts out of 1. Potentially, yes, but I doubt no, Zed. The problem is, even with the really good ones I bought, that was quite high tolerances, that would still misfire with them. My ones have got nowhere near the tolerances as the ones that you could buy. And the problem is, not them bolts, they're actually there, the ones I made. There's because the bolt's 8mm and the knock is 7.6, there's actually a tiny little lip. What happens is that when the string sort of goes over it, it sort of flicks it forward, if you know what I mean. So, imagine if you sort of did this, I probably won't be able to do it, but if you sort of did You know what I mean? If you flick, you know, like it's hard to explain, but I think you know what I mean. As the string goes over it, it sort of does that, shoots it forward. That makes sense. So the string flips off because of the lip, and then it pushes it slightly forward. So the bolts have to be completely smooth. With them, I can't do it. Liam said, "Are you prepped for the Great Reset?" I've been prepped for everything, but not anything specific. I just, you know, you should always be prepared, shouldn't you? Richard said, "Mike, you've seen the red dot sight on the Black Hawk? It's a red dot sight, but also says iron sights built on top." Ah, now that could be handy, Rich. That's it, off topic, but I bought a digital scanner. Been a laugh here in the crap the shoplifters are nicking. Ah, nice, yes. I tried out my scanner recently. I couldn't get nothing on it. Yeah, problem is, Zed. Yeah, he said, "Oh, see, that's a pity." Yeah, because I thought they'd be bloody excellent. Yeah, they're not high enough tolerances, and because of that 8mm 7.5, it creates a little lip. And even a tiny little lip does it, I noticed, because the ones that Simon made, barely any lip at all, but it was still just enough. You know, the ones that Simon had was like less than, I don't know, 1/8 of a millimeter step, but it was still enough just to flick the bolt a little bit. Can't do 3D printed guns over here, be illegal. Mark, you right, mate? Where's his comment gone? I want the old crossbows, yeah. Big B said that the Great Reset won't happen. All businessmen and politicians chat nothing but pure shit. It'll be shit at the fan. Matt said, "Michael, watch them survival food videos you've done, like ration pack meals. Really good watch." Oh, thank you, Matt. Yeah, I think, you know, I think that they're the way to go. They're a lot cheaper. And you can make them to your own taste as well. Now, I've had all this stuff for at least 20, most of this stuff I've had for like 20 years. Andrea, you're right. How are you? Slingshot said, "Tell the newbies how I gave you the idea for the golf club game." Did you? I thought someone. No. Oh, no. Yeah, maybe you did. Yeah. Slingshot told me to cut the head off of a golf club as a cane. So we all did. Liam said, "I see you have an S2 pistol on your banner. First proper air pistol when I was about 12. Yeah, they're all right, aren't they? For what they are. They're cheap. Nah, on my own tonight, Andrea. You weren't on for that one, was you? Mark said, "I had a great reset earlier. I have a needle. I had the same thing. No, not a golf club version of a sword cane. No, sadly not. It was just on about cutting the end off of a golf club so you can use it as a cane with a little bit of metal at the end. Well, I went one step further and put a screw-in blade in the top of it, but it's not a hidden blade, so it's all right." Matt said, "I recently started going to Lidl's again shopping. I forgot how cheap it is for certain stuff." Yeah, tactical. I used to love listening to people on the arm scanners, especially in the old days when you could hear loads and loads and loads of really interesting stuff. Jamie said, "The British Army rations are pretty good. The meatballs and pasta are very good. The only, I bet they are. I've never had them, but I bet they are decent. It's just the price for me." Tacticals, I still have my pimp cane slingshot. Right, Bob, how you doing, mate? Good to see you on. John said, "I'm a head out. I've got a load of stuff to do, videos. See you next stream." See you later, John. Take care, mate. It's good having you on. See you in the next one. I'll be if you're on. 43 people watching tonight. Get liking, everyone. Yeah, got our fair share of British, Irish, American, and other places. Yeah, see you later, John. Check out John's stuff, you lot. If you like weapon builds, John Freethinker does weapon builds. Solely weapon. Well, it does a bit of knife reviews now, don't you, John? Liam said a lot of dog thefts happening at the moment. What do you reckon for a legal self-defense carry to defend against dog thieves? I would say again, Liam, I would have a look at my channel. You don't suppose use on. I would say look on my channel for the stuff that can be carried that would be illegal once you use it, but not illegal to carry it for its own purpose. That's the only thing. It's got to be legal. Nighttime, nice big torch. Yeah, security umbrella's a good one, especially over here. NYK said, how do you reply to a specific person? Put in the @ sign and then start writing their name. It should come up. On a phone, you'll just have to write it @ and then the name. T2 said, got asked today, do I miss going to the boozer? I replied, none whatsoever. Yeah, not whatsoever. Can't be asked anymore. Been a while. Couldn't cope listening to Brexit. Yeah, I bet that's fucking boring. It's fucking it, T2. I don't miss going to the pub either. In fact, this will sound kind of. I was glad they was fucking shut, to be honest. Matt said dogs lead. Exactly, yeah, dogs lead. Andrea said Mike, Crisis for Nintendo Switch. It's a good game for you. I remember when you played Fallout 76, but for the Switch. I'll look into that, yeah. I've got a Switch. I'll look into that then. Thank you, Andrea. Liam says, surely if you are dog walking, you can be justified with a sturdy chain thing. Yeah, I'd say yeah. Big B said we should be allowed to carry to defend anyway. Criminals don't follow the law. Exactly, again, yeah. Slingshot said the golf club claim would be UK league. I don't think it would. The problem is, it's hard to say, Slingshot. It might be and it might not, because it looks like a modified. You'd be better off with an actual walking stick. The golf club looks like a modded walking. It looks like a modded golf club, if that makes sense. So it's technically legal, but not really. Jamie said, Mike, you seem to be getting more crossbows lately. You're going to get rid of everything else? Just concentrate. No, that's just it's just a coincidence, really. Those two was sort of donations to the channel. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have had half of the ones I've got now. Big B said, if I was allowed to walk around with my K-bar on a belt, I'd feel 10 times safer. Yeah, probably not to write that one, Liam. You're getting a bit of shit with that. And I said, I'm exhausted. I don't know from you in England, but here in Italy, there was a curfew at 10 o'clock. We ain't got a curfew or nothing. And actually, it's just been relaxed over here. But yeah, it can be very annoying. Matt said, what's a strong pistol crossbow that's cheap? The two best crossbows you can get, pistol crossbows, cheap, depends. You can get the old style ones for like 20 quid. But the Redback and the Tomcat 2 that can have all of this stuff put on probably cost you about 50 quid. And to put all of these accessories on, probably 100. But yeah, you can get the good old crossbows. Sorry, not the good old crossbows. You can get the old crossbows that are still good, but I don't think they're as powerful as these. I'm not sure, though, because I don't know if they've started putting the new prods on them. But these are like the Redback. They're amazing pistols. Thanks, Mike, for the nice comment on my last video. Yeah, you're welcome, mate. You're welcome. It was a good video. It was interesting hearing you with your cousin as well. Was your cousin, wasn't it? Matt said, I read that. Yeah. The only two that I know are really strong are the Redback and the Tomcat 2. They're the only ones I know definitely are closer to the £80 that they claim to be. However, you can get that. If you buy that with none of the accessories and without the stock, technically a pistol, you can get it about 120 quid. Matt said the green one you have doesn't have very good reviews. Does it not? That's a proper decent crossbow you've read back. Liam's I'm thinking of things for the missus to carry while out of the dogs. I don't know. Well, you might be able to, Liam. NY said I heard kitchen knives are illegal in the UK. No. Kitchen knives are not illegal, mate. I can have something like this. That's a small one. Well, I don't know how much bigger this one is. But yeah, that's perfectly legal. And that's classed, that's a small knife, in my opinion. Nah, kitchen knives are there's a different thing about what you can carry. Right, I'm gonna have to miss a couple of comments. Andrea, if you mean the thing, is that what you mean? They're still behind there. It's just a banner to cover them up. Oh man, you're right, mate. But live streams, you have to be careful showing fire or handling firearms. Mark said, I have a lovely Tomcat 2 Prophecy, two £80 prods. Had to use a foot claw. Cock it though. Two fingers on the trigger. Nice, that does sound yeah. But yeah, there's a weird misconception that somehow knives are illegal, butterfly knives, butter knives. So you can have shitloads of knives. It's just you can't carry them outside. But yeah, that's a homemade knife as well. That. So I made that. I made the sheath, and the knife was from a machete. Busted a pheasant. You right, mate? Yeah, Mark said small knife. I used to have a toothpick like that. Exactly. No, but if you see my other Bowie knives, the blade's about that fucking long. Liam said, I think the law should be changed for women to be able to carry pepper spray. Yeah, I can understand that. That's what Liam was saying. The other Liam. Lewis, right, mate? No, you're not seeing double. And I've even started modding that one already. That's the version without the stock, the magazine, so and that's the one with the magazine. But I've already modded that, so you can have a quiver underneath. Thank you, Tactical. He says still a look at that blade. Yeah, I should be making a smash it soon. I've had to message eBay today. They're saying that the fucking thing's it's not coming. It's 3 weeks later. I might have Mike, watch a documentary on YouTube called The Wet House. It's about alcoholics. It's quite shocking. All right, might have to remind me. Lewis said I'll probably get the one without the magazine. To be honest, yeah. It shoot a lot easier, and you could shoot you still have to have that knock on them, the knocks on the arrow on the bolts. But yeah, that one should be able to shoot a lot easier. Slingshot said, as you know, I'm a 12-inch Bunshoe toothpick. Yeah, that's one of them. Joshua said, have you watched Outlaw King? About 100 Years War. No, I've not seen that. It's still there. The stuff behind the bands is still there. It's just a cover up for live streams. But it is still there, both of them. If you look right there, you can see the actual crossbow sticking out. And if you look here, you can see the edge of the banner and then the real baseball bat. And you can see the edge of the banner and then the sticker, the edge of the banner, and then the actual sword. Also keeps them clean. I do like that a lot of people never even notice it, though. Paul said, have you took the prods off? No. Jameson, have you seen on YouTube that bloke who made the fully automatic crossbow? I have. Yeah, the old bloke. What's his name? Duck. I can't remember, but I know who you're on about, though. Mark said there's a reason why the government is trying to disarm the country. And it's all to do with the Great Reset and total Big Brother control. Andrea said, Mike, can you help me? I have a HK USB 177. The trigger is too hard. It's impossible to precision shoot. I don't know unless can you see any like little screws on it to adjust it? Problem is I don't know whether that gun is adjustable or not, because some are, some aren't. Some, if you look, like if you turn it and look up where the trigger is, sometimes there's a little screw, and you can do it and it'll make it more sensitive. Frank, you right, mate? How are you? Liam said, is it me, or can anyone else see a crossbow ban on the horizon? I don't know. I don't know. They've just convicted that bloke today of killing. Did he kill 2 people or 1 person with a crossbow? I don't know about a ban. Hopefully they'll do a license and I'll just get a license, because I'm not fucking giving them up. Hopefully they'll do a license. I don't mind that. If it's like, you know, if it's a simple license, but yeah. Rex said, do you own any condor knives? Yes, I do, Rex. I think I've got one that was given to me by XDM50. Yeah, maybe 2. Matt said, what does a magazine look like on a crossbow? Might never seen one. That's it there. Oh, did I tell you they've made a magazine for the Redback now? So you pull that up, you insert the bolts there, and then that holds them down, and the bolts would sit in like that. And then as you cock this, you'd fully cock it, and then as you bring the thing back, it drops a bolt down, and then you can shoot it. Mark said, if they ban crossbows, then they'll have to ban the police. Well, the police have killed more than any crossbows. Irishman said, Todd's Workshop and George Sprav did a video today showing the Gastrofet's bow. Oh no, so I didn't see that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. You know, obviously, if they made them illegal, I'd have to get rid of them all. Because it's too risky for me to keep them. If I do videos of them, they'd know I had them. But yeah. Yeah, Andrea, that is very expensive, she said, but for the moment, too expensive for me. Yeah, I was very lucky that someone donated half the money for that, and that one paid outright for it. To support the channel. So I got lucky, because otherwise I wouldn't have been at work. I would have never bought that, because I never would have. I was going to save up and buy the very basic version of that and then add bits to it myself. But because the basic one of that is only about 120 quid, I think. Tactical said to Andrea, I had a Tokarev 177 with a stiff trigger, but after practice you get used to it. Steve said, Mike, my HDR 50 arrived today too. But the red rocket valve delayed. It's a beast of a thing, mate. Nice one. NYK said, I just bought a 10-point titanium M1 crossbow. Nice. Titan, sorry, not titanium. Wolf says, I have boxed redbacks in the attic. Case of a ban. Liam said, we'll have no freedom left soon. It's coming in the next few years. But yeah, I suppose just had to make the most of it, innit? The thing is, if they do ban it, depends on your circumstances. I would have to get rid of it or get a license. I'd have no choice personally, because I've explained that before why. I'll just have to move on to the next best thing, and then the next best thing, and the next best thing, until we're down to tools. They can't ever ban them. Yeah, let's not start having my country's better than your country, please, because that does start to get on my nerves after a while, and people in the chat. James said, Mike, just wondering, when you're not making videos or doing live stream, not working, what the hell do you do all day, every day? bit of sort of the general cleaning up kind of stuff that you do around the house. Go in the shed. A bit of anything and nothing, in all honesty, Jamie. Watch films, play games. Don't just do that, but. Taps with Andrea. I had a similar thing with my Beretta. And a lovely trigger pull, but the token was a bit harder. Iron Man said, Mike, they'll ban hands soon. Liam said, we're all on the same boat, mate, and be down to our bare hands in the end. Steve said, hey, Mike, do you have any normal bows? I have got a compound bow and 2 sort of self bows, like a longbow sort of thing that Malk made me, my twin brother. That's all I've got. Yeah. You have to get bows, wouldn't we? Compound bow's quite nice though, because they have a let off. So once you've cocked it, you can once it's pulled back, it's easy. Yeah, no, I've got 3 bows. Yeah. Yeah, NYK and slingshot. It's all right. It's just yeah, you know, it can come across a certain way sometimes, and I can sometimes tell that some of the people in the chat are taking it a different way. Sarcasm's very hard to portray through a comment unless you write something like joking or lol or, you know. Wolf said, just don't have crossbows. Don't just have crossbows, then recurve compound in case of crossbow ban. Exactly. Yeah, I've got a couple of, as I say, I've got my compound is actually behind there. One of the sort of longbows might be, but if not, they're in the loft. I like bows, but you have to get used to bows because unlike a crossbow, especially these, I'll tell you one thing that's really nice with these, and one thing that's really nice with my Barnet was you don't get knackered in the slightest using those. There's literally no effort in it. Which, you know, even with 150 pound crossbows, not that much effort, but it does after a while. There's no effort in them at all, so you can literally shoot all day long. I've never tried an Olympic style. Oh no, actually, I have NYK. I have shot. You know, fired a an Olympic style bow. I think on a day out. Richard said, should have my modern recurve bow by Joe Gibbs next week. Nice. Steve said, as long as the stuff is outlawed, my outlaws have them. He said, it's a bloody joke, Mike. Jamie said, Mike for Prime Minister, he would unban everything. Persia destroys, right, mate? How are you? Good to see you on. Slingshot said, you'll love my dart shooting slingshot, guys. Bob said, Mike, I hope they don't ban tea and cakes. Yeah, exactly. That would never happen. We know that, Bob. That would never happen. That would be riots. So, yeah, who out of you lot has seen Psycho Gorman? You're missing out if you haven't seen that. Peugeot said, same shit, different day. Yeah, exactly, mate. Yeah, all I've been waiting for is I've been waiting for deliveries so I can get on with some builds. Waiting for a bill hook, a hoe handle, a cane knife. Actually, I can cross off one of my things on my list. My crossbow bolts have arrived at least. I've got a bloody list here of shit which is arriving. Nah, Liam said, you having a drink tonight? Nah, I was tempted to, but if I do, I'll be drinking on my own. Well said, if they banned Jamaican ginger cake, I'd storm Parliament. Offbeat Warble said, I think there's some confusion over legal to own, legal to carry. Yeah, that's definitely, a lot of people do think, yeah, that's definitely a thing that goes on with different countries. Offbeat Warble, 100%, mate. Steve said, how do you rate Barnet crossbows? I've The only bayonet crossbow I had was bought 20 years ago. It got busted about 14 years ago, maybe. I don't know. Maybe 15. I don't know when it got broke. Not long ago, a couple of years ago. It was very decent crossbow. Yeah, very decent. NYK said, imagine instead of a cane knife, you have a knife cane. Where the regular knife and a full-size cane gets out of it. Yeah, that would be weird. That's not different, wouldn't it? I got myself some TV series. That's what I've been watching. So I got this. Remember that? Got myself 1 and 2 of this. And series 1 and 2 of that. All for about £2 each. Big B said, you had a Barnet 2. I had the Barnet Commando 2 compound because you get a recurve one as well. And I said, I think the best crossbows behind you. I think you're right there, Andrea. I got bayonets on crossbows that I made myself, and 1 bayonet just there. Liam said, already 11 episodes into Black Sails again. Like 28. Nice one. Liam said, have you tested the Farb Gel Criminal Identifier? Bought the missus a tin of it. Malcolm has. Go on to JJR Survival, who's my twin brother. Look up Farb Gel. Or look up Farb Gel JJR and you'll probably find his channel. His videos. He's tested it. Every one of them I've had's always eventually leaked. Richard, Barnett's normal compound safari weren't meant to be good when they came out in the 80s. Still need to get one. Slap some MK Mancan 50 limbs and modern cams on one. Yeah, that'd be interesting, Rich. Yeah, the only bayonets I've got are ones I make. I've got quite a few of these. Where is it? I've got quite a few of these ones. There you go, there's some bayonets for you. Crossbow bayonets. Joshua said, what game are you going to play next on Twitch? I'm going to finish off Terminator Resistance. And then I don't actually know, because I've actually got loads of games I could play right now. I might do a poll somewhere asking people what they want to see. Because I've literally got loads and quite a lot of good sort of good games that I've never played. Liam said, do you think you'd get away with carrying a slingshot without getting done for carrying an offensive weapon? Can't you legally carry a slingshot? Because I think over here they're classed as like a toy. But I don't know, because they can still do you for it all depends what the policeman wants to act like at the time. But legally you can carry that with no no repercussions, basically. Skyrim, I suppose I could. Well, I've completed that twice too. Doctor, my answer to the poll is easy. I want to see some TNA. I don't know what TNA is. I know what I think it is. Rex said, my daughter has always had the farm gin in her pocket. Nick said, it's legally considered a toy, but they'll arrest you anyway. Because fuck you. Exactly. Steve said, I first came to your channel because I thought you made amazing knuckles. Do you miss being able to produce them? Yes. Yeah, it's a shame. Well, I sort of do. It's one of them things. It's sort of tough shit. I can't do them now, so move on. But yeah, they was good, and my channel would probably be massive now if I could have kept doing them. Oh, here's what I was thinking then. Yeah. Well, I've got a couple of games. There's a bit in The Witcher where you can go to a brothel. Oh, I know. Slingshot. I know slingshots aren't toys, but luckily our government thinks they are. Matt said that Terminator Resistance any good? Yeah, for what it is, it is. Yeah, it's quite intense. Yeah, I think if you can get it for like 20 quid, well worth that. Yeah, I'd quite enjoy it. NYK said, I once bought brass knuckles in Italy and then realised I'd take them on a plane, so I left them on a bus in the airport. That's a shame, isn't it? Mark said, I got one of them spring-loaded Chinese fishing slingshots. Awesome. Shot it through the bathroom door at 20 feet with 50 cal lead ball using triple fair band gold. Nice one. Persia said, if you're carrying anything with intent, then it's legal. Well, yeah, that's a good point. Which is true. Matt said, I play on the PC. My games are free. There you go, then, get it. Dave, you're right, mate. He said, you're not getting a lot more trouble for throwing stones than if you use BBs. I did not know that. Do you know what slingshot? I don't actually know where that is. And he said, bring out your handmade frame. I don't know where my cat pops are. Because weirdly enough, I looked through there recently. Not there, the other box. And it wasn't in there, I don't think. Unless it is. I might have sold it saying that. Yeah, I suppose carrying intent has got to be proved. If you carry anything, because anything can be a weapon if you say, I'm using it, I'm carrying it for self-defense. That's why if you ever carry something, it's got to be something that's got a legitimate use, and then you can risk using it illegally if your life depends on it. Yeah, I made one for Liam slingshot. I think Liam's got the one with the blue bands on, and the one with the red bands. No, Liam's got the one with the red bands, and the one with the blue bands. I think I sold that when I was skint. Oh, Metro game series, Joshua. It's a good game I play now. Metro game series. Yeah, I need to get one of the old Metro games. I quite like the look of them. Oh, yours has the red bands, Liam. That's it. Yeah. NYK said, M knives for cutting fruit, officer. Very large fruit, officer. Liam said, can a deep heat? I've got right sore shoulders. You can try it, but I don't know. It's like when people say they have the idea of carrying I don't think it's a very good idea personally. Carrying around sprays with chili sauce in it. I don't reckon you'd get away with that for a second. Bergio said if you carry anything, make sure it's legal without a reason. No refuse to give any reason without a lawyer present. Matt said, I used to like playing Micro Machines on PlayStation. I've never played that. No, yes, I have. It was like the top-down racing game, wasn't it? So, have any of you not watched any films or TV series later, or are you watching anything on the telly? Matt said, that's the one, mate. Showing your age. Yeah, I know now. I know exactly what you're on about. I forgot about that. No, Liam said he's watching Black Sails. Stug watched Behind Their Eyes. NYK is watching Vikings. Are you watching the X-Files, are you, Wolf said. Jack Attacks, right, mate? Good, ain't it, Doug? He said Behind Their Eyes is amazing. Fucking good, wasn't it? Bergeau said I can recommend C, starring Jason Momoa. All right, I'll look into that one. Mark said, would a spring-loaded dildo be illegal? Yeah, if it's spring-loaded, it probably would be. He said, especially with intent. How can you prove you're just going to fuck someone to death? Well, there you go. You just admitted it there. Yeah, I would love to talk to you about it, Stug. I couldn't stop thinking about it either. And when me and Malcolm spoke to each other about it for at least a good 20 minutes, 30 minutes, discussed the end of it. And yeah, oh God, I'd love to have a chat with you about the end of that. Ain't it great though? Because I know some people don't like it. They watch it and think, oh, this is just some sort of weird drama, couple and another person drama. It's not that at all. I watched Outbreak, did you? Never seen that one, Jamie? I think since watching Cobra Kai. Sing, you right, mate? He's watching Battlestar Galactica on BBC too. Oh, nice one. I didn't know they were showing that on BBC, and that. Hang on, Bob. I'm going to have to check. That's the same thing. I think that's Through Her Eyes or Behind Her Eyes, and it's a TV series, Bob. Might be a different thing, but if you've seen it, yeah, very good. Sam, you right, mate? You said you've taken it easy after last week. Yes, I am. Yes, yeah, I've had a nice relax all after last week. Liam said The Terror is on iPlayer for a year for anyone who wants to watch it. Oh, nice one. Yeah, I know they was going to. Are they showing it on the BBC yet? It's going to be on BBC Two. Yeah, The Terror. If you've not seen The Terror, that's very good. The Terror is sort of based on real events, and The Terror is what the ship was called. It was The Terror. That's what the ship was called. And I can't remember exactly where, but I think they was trying to find a passage over the top of America to get somewhere, maybe to Canada. I don't know. No, that would be Canada, wouldn't it? Anyway, and they get sort of icebound or whatever, and then it was across Canada, yeah. And then in real life, all of the people sort of disappeared and died. But The Terror, it was based on a book. Was it The Northern Passage? That's it. My description is probably easier to follow anyway. So going over the top of Canada, get icebound. Basically, they all sort of died in real life. They're all the people are based on real characters. But then the TV series and the book I think it's based on, sort of does a fictional account of what might have happened afterwards, what could have happened afterwards. Rolf says, I watched Terror Hawks, bro. Yeah, Terror Hawks. Yeah, that brings back some bloody memories. I tried watching that. I can't get into it nowadays. Old Zelda and I was just waiting for a new season of Britannia and Jack Ryan to come out. Yeah, I don't think I'm watching anything at the minute. Not TV series. Watching films. I might watch The Stand soon. Mark's watched The Stand. And he said it's not as good as the old one, which I didn't think it would be anyway. They never are. So I might watch The Stand as my next TV series. That'll just be a one-off. That's just 9 episodes. And they've missed out like some of the best bits of the book. Oh, you'll like it, Bob. Yeah, watch The Terror. You should be. It's a TV series, about 10 episodes, I think, based on true events, and then they've done like a fictionalized version of what might have happened afterwards. Yeah, The Terror. It's been out for a couple of years. But it was high as fuck, mate, and it was still shit. Terrorhawks. I just couldn't. I got quite fond memories of Terrorhawks, but I can't seem to watch it nowadays. Sam's searching, surviving alone in Alaska, mate. I don't want any series. I only watch documentaries. I was on YouTube. Nice. Liam said, yeah, AMC made it in the US in like 2018 or 2019 or something. Has it still not got a DVD release? But The Terror was one of the best. I would say The Terror was one of the best TV series I've ever seen. Now there is a series 2 of The Terror, but they're standalone series. So series 1 is about the boat, the ship, The Terror, and what happened. Series 2 is something completely different, no relation to the first one. So yeah, and as I say, it's a true story, but then after what they know about them all dying, it's fictionalized event of what could have happened. Liam said the UK DVD and Blu-ray release is in a couple of months. You're off to bed, Andrea. Good night. But I'm looking forward to the Snyder cut of Justice League. Mark, I've never seen any of them. Looks all right though. Mark said, Mike, what was wording on blowpipes last year? They're completely banned to own. Even they're completely banned to own. I can't remember the exact wording though, but they are banned. Yeah. Ripper Street. All right, I'll check that out. Irishman said, I recently watched a few World War II series from the 70s. Colditz, Danger, UXB, Secret Army I've seen, I think. I don't know if it's the same thing, but I've seen a documentary. Was it Secret Army? I don't know. Dad said, anyone watch Enemy at the Gates? It's a good film. The ending is wrong, but the film's good. I've not seen that, Zed. T2 said, anyone ever heard of Smoke Wolf? I only asked because something I've been watching. I've never heard of one. No, never ever heard of that. T2, like a paranormal thing, do you mean? Who's up for doing another paranormal video soon where you send me in some stories? I don't know. I had a bit of an urge to do one again. I'll probably do it the exact same way I did the last one. But fuck was I going? I forgot what I was going on about now. I've not watched Sons of Anarchy. It's one of them I would though. Hello. I bet that's on right now somewhere on Sky. Well, probably not this late, but fucking hell, hello. It's like hello. It's weird, isn't it? But, yeah. That's got sort of memories of a Sunday to me. Hello takes me straight back to a Sunday. Yes, I think it was Bob. Liam might know, and Tactical might know. HMS Terror. In 1836, command of Terror was given to George Back for an expedition to Hudson Bay. Yes, that's it, Bob. Yeah, that is it. It's the Hudson Bay one. I'll teach you, it was from a paranormal video, was it? Liam said, if I can think of any more creepy stories, we'll submit one. Yeah, that's the problem. Most people might have told theirs. You watched Heat, did you? What did you think of Heat? Because I know sometimes if you're not in the right mood, Heat can be quite Heat can drag on a little bit. I quite like Heat. Outdoors Addiction, right, mate? Are you out fishing or are you in? What was I going to say? Have you ever seen, though, right, if you like Heat, watch Michael Mann's original LA Takedown. LA Takedown is basically Heat, but a bit shorter and with no famous actors in it. Because that's what he did first. He did LA Takedown, and then years later, when he had more money, bigger budget, he decided to remake it as Heat. I've seen Babylon 5 Slingshot. Yeah, that's good. You watched Pet Sematary, did you, Matt? What did you think of that? Actually, saying that, I've got a load of Stephen King stuff I could watch. Judson, I've got a story for the creepy video when you want it. Nice one. I'll sort it out soon. Jed, I'll try and think of a time to do it. And we'll sort one out. See you later, Mark. Batteries run out. I've not seen the new Capone film. Who stars in that then? No, I ain't seen that. Maximilian Suss. He said pretty cool bows in the background. Thank you. Matt, it was okay, but I think it was too overhyped. I've seen the original and read the book and seen the remake to Pet Sematary. The book's really good. The original Pet Sematary is very, very similar to the book, just with a couple of bits missing. The remake, I thought it was all right up to a certain point, and it went to total crap. The last 20 minutes of the new Pet Sematary, for me, I thought was total shite. Mate, it might be more than that, but yeah, the end, yeah, I didn't like that new one. It's probably all right as a film. The problem is, if you're like me, I've read quite a few Stephen King books, so I end up judging them on the books. And then you end up not liking them because hardly anyone ever does the films the same as the books. Wolf said that someone needs to do silver tips for pistol bolts, all this Stephen King talk. I'll tell you what, I could always talk about Stephen King. Tom Hardy, and he said Matt Hardy then in New Capone. Yeah, Casino's quite good. I've got that up there. Bob said Hudson Bay, the Bears up there, like, yeah. I've got Scanners as well. Slingshot, yeah, I like Scanners. Let me see if my Scanners is down here. I don't think it would be though, because it'd be up in my horror list. Yeah, it's not down here. Yeah, I've got Scanners. So I was looking at my DVD drawers. The Architect also watched 44 minutes based on the LA robbery. Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah, I bet that was good. The Devil's Rock. All right, I'll check that one out. Chud, I've heard of but never seen. Where's my Scanners? Scanners. Up there. Too far away to get. You know, I watched Tenet the other day. Is it Tenet? Yeah, Tenet. That was Christopher Nolan film. Liam said Chud was a bit overhyped in my opinion. Finally found a copy of it. Yeah, I've never done. Oh, I don't think I've seen them, Liam. I've heard of them. Oh, let's. Liam, I've not seen that one, but I've got that. I haven't actually watched it yet, though. Teacher said, Google the White Lady of Bugger Lane, literally down the road from me. And my lad crapped his pants when he saw her in the middle of the road. I laughed so much because she's seen so often. Right, I'll look for that. That kind of stuff's very interesting. but sort of, I've never really experienced much like that. I don't really want to either, though, to be honest. Death Watch got that on DVD. That's good. Barry Lyndon, or yeah, is it Lyndon? I think I can get that. Do you know what, Bob? I'd love you to do that because I wanted to use that. Please do that, Bob, and I'll use that for my and if you don't mind, I'll use that for my scary stories. Because what I was going to do, I was going to ask if I could use your video and like cut it so that you weren't on it. Yeah, I'd love you to do that. Bob said I can reshoot my video of 6 years in a haunted house. Yes, please. Because I'll be honest with you, Bob, that was one of the most horrific fucking stories I've ever heard. Because I could picture, you're quite a good storyteller, so as you was telling it, I could picture it all going on and imagine what I would do in your circumstances. Fucking horrible. Yeah, June. I got June. You know I love June. You know Liam loves it. You're off, Liam. Good night, mate. Anyone remember the Disney film called The Black Hole? I've not seen that, no. Jamie said, Mike, you ever have a poltergeist in your house, you're fucked. Somebody said Vikings is good. I've never seen Vikings, but it looks good, and I wanted to watch that. I did want to watch that. I was going to watch it when it was on telly, but I decided not to in the end. I don't know why. I don't watch a lot of telly now, like actual live telly, what we call like live telly. I'll have to read them one day, Tactical. So I don't mind reading. I just have to be in the mood for it. Slingshot's a supernatural isn't ghost hunting reality show. It's a series about two brothers hunting different kinds of monsters. I know about it, yeah. Because they got quite a lot of fancy weapons, haven't they, Slingshot? Joshua said, have you heard of the channel Oak of Alton Towers, Stafford? No. Oh, Chained Oak. No. Sorry, no, I haven't, Joshua. Liam said, New June looks like it's going to be underwhelming. Yeah, I think so. It's a shame, isn't it? Matt said, I only watch live telly, the news now and again. Mate, not very often. Someone said to me in a comment recently, you need to stop watching the BBC News. And I just deleted it, but I almost felt like saying to them, well, how the fuck can you judge what I watch just because you're a fucking twat who fucking thinks he knows everything? Because I never watched any fucking news, actually, ever. I haven't watched the news for about 10 fucking years. I ain't gonna fucking start. Yeah, you better stop watching BBC News. Fuck off, you fucking dunce. Sorry, I'm talking to myself here. Bob said, how can I get the video to you? All right, if what you could do, Bob, is upload the video unlisted and then send me the link. Yeah, that's how I normally do it. That's the best way. Upload the video as unlisted, not private. Private don't work. It's for some reason, if you ever do it in private and then you share the link, it don't work. So upload the video as unlisted and then send me the link and I can download it. Yeah, I know, Bob. When I listened to you doing the video, it was horrible because I could imagine all of that. I've quite a vivid imagination, so it was quite yeah, that would have been hard fucking work living in a house like that. Maximilian said, there's not much point to watching the news anymore because it's all just COVID. Yeah, it's COVID and scaremongering. Why do you want to listen to shit that... if people want to watch the news, they can watch the news. But I found it used to do my fucking head in, watching the news. It was depressing, scaremongering bullshit. No matter what channel you watch, it's all the fucking same as well. You can't say it's BBC. They're all the fucking same. They all report the same shite and they all do the same scaremongering bollocks. So do newspapers. I've not read a newspaper properly for about 10 years and I've not watched the news for 10 years. Don't need to. The only news I see is when I go onto my emails, there'll be the headlines and I can choose if I want to read those headlines. Alex Saint, right, mate? But you don't need to watch the news to know what's going on. Matt said, I read that, didn't I? Liam said, I heard a good horror short story not too long ago about a bloke going insane from a haunted house. The plot twist was the guy had rigged his house with speakers to drive him insane. Nice. Matt said, I agree with you 100%, Mike. True though, isn't it? It's scaremongering, depressing bullshit. And a lot of it's bollocks as well. Especially papers. But, if you want to watch the news, watch the news. I think Matt watches the news every day. Don't bother him. But, fucking does my head in. Right. See you later, Matt, if you're back on. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. Yeah, that'd do it. Yeah, when I did my scary movie thing, with the stories, I really badly wanted to use your video, but it was not long after you'd got rid of most of your videos. So, but if you've still got the original video, if you've just hidden it, you could put it back on as unlisted, so it won't show. Give me the link, and I can edit that video so your face isn't in it, or any distinguishing things. In fact, I could just use your audio, Bob, and put pictures over it. You don't have to be in it at all. If you've got the existing old video, but I don't know if you deleted them or not. That'd be even easier then. Dad said the news is all about Ginger Fucker and his vile wife. I had enough of it. Alex said, does anyone here know the best grease to buy for general use or won't swell up rubber O-rings? Sadly not, no. I don't really know. There you go, silicone lubricant. But most, depending on what I want it for, I use silicone gun oil to clean the outside of the guns. Do not put that inside a gun. And if it's anything like the spring parts, you have to put like a gun grease, which is like black. Wolf says, I don't have the news because I don't have a TV license. We stream in our house, so just Netflix, Amazon. Nice one. Yeah, good for you, Wolf said. Yeah, I don't watch the news. I found it quite insulting that some bellend says to me, "You need to stop watching the news." I haven't watched the news for 10 fucking years. Fucking weird cunts. Some people try to sort of judge you on, your opinion on things just because it's different to theirs, but. Same people who can't get on with other people because they have different opinions. Whereas I can, if someone has a different opinion of something to me, it doesn't mean I'm going to dislike you. We can have different opinions. Some people aren't like that, though. They won't have it. If your opinion is different to theirs, they won't have it. Yeah, I don't watch the news. The only time I put the news on is if there's some massive thing going on, like some terrorist attack or something, and it's being shown live. I'll watch that. That's a different fucking, that's a different thing. That's Nice one, Bob. That's perfect then. Yeah, so we'll do that then, Bob. That'll make things so much easier. Yeah. So, yeah, you go onto the video, make it unlisted, send me the link and I'll download it and I'll put pictures over what I imagine, your house might look like or something, you know what I mean? But it won't be any of your, it'll be completely covered up. Thank you, Bob. That'd be amazing. Because that's one of that, your thing that happened. I know it must have been horrible, but that was probably one of the best told sort of events I've ever had. Not best, because I bet it's horrible, but you know what I mean? The way you told it was, I was like I was watching a horror film. I had that kind of feeling. Big B, so I remember some twat on Twitter accusing me of being an SJW, but I hate the stupid laws over here. So it's just weird, isn't it, Big B? Alex said the news just makes people worried or angry. Exactly. Virgil said, I love it when you have a little rant, Mike. Good to have a little rant every now and then, isn't it? Get the old cunts out for a bit. I'm tempted to show my EVP video. You can. I can always hide things so it can be. Bob said, you're a grown man. You can make your own choices. He said, oh my God, some people. shit, ain't it, Bob? Makes you laugh, doesn't it? Big bits of didn't even make no sense to me either. It's bizarre, ain't it? Oh, I know what you mean. So said I had an argument with a fella the other day. He ended up calling me a psycho. I could have killed the fucker. That's so good. That was relevant as well. Yeah, but I don't watch the fucking news. I don't like to say it. I can't even bring myself to say it, but I think we're due another a big sort of event soon, aren't we? I don't mean like a war or anything, but some kind of weird attack. I've got a mask on, but being a dick on it. It's up to you, you know, if I can sort of put it on a way. Big B said he told me to go to North Korea too. I'm after more freedom, not less. Oh yeah, that's a slingshot. So forget the news. Let's have some fun. Actually, we weren't actually talking news. We were talking about the news. But yeah, JT's young man. Good to catch your fucking stream. Scar from North Zealand. You right, mate? Good to see you on. Alex said, so I did some research and still don't know if the Hawk airgun scope is one of the best brands you can get. As I'm trying to get my airgun prepped for some backyard shooting. What's my take on Piers Morgan? I'll be honest with you, I don't watch shit like that either. So I don't really have much an opinion on him apart from hearing that you know, he loves to get involved in all the arguments. And from years ago, I think he's a total prick. Yeah. But I don't really know nothing. You know, all I know is that he's on in the mornings, or was. He's walked off of something recently. But I've always thought he was a knob. But that's from years back. Some people like him. Some people like the way he says what he thinks. The problem with saying what you think, that can be interpreted two different ways. It can be, to some people, it's, I just say what I think. Other people, it's, I'm a cunt who talks bollocks, basically. Do you know what I mean? So the TV in the 80s, 90s was better. Now it's Love Island. Yeah, I don't like all the reality stuff. I find the reality stuff very boring. So I don't know the ins and outs, but I think he says what he wants to say and doesn't listen to anybody else. He's a wank. Person opened my local swimming pool. So I was happy to have a go for a swim in the pool for like 10 minutes, and I had to really pee. But the toilet was so far, so I went down the deep end. That's sake, yeah. It's only been open 5 minutes and he's already slashing in it. There you go. There's a WC quote for 21. 21. He's not a cunt who talks bollocks. Big B said, I'm sure we've talked about this before. I'm sure I've had deja vu about having deja vu. Fuck, so I can't talk. I bet you have. These chats, though, do sometimes become quite similar, you know, in the conversations that go on. Hang on, Persia carried it on. The lifeguard blew his whistle and I almost fell in. Ah, fuck's sake. That's the nightmare of not being at a right hill. Rex said, personally, you talk realistic. Thank you. Oh, I don't mean I talk shit, bollocks. Maximilian said, anyone have any recommendations of items you could be used for self-defense in the UK? Watch my video. Well, that's come up twice today. It's one of my self-defense videos very popular at the minute. Maximilian, go onto my channel, look up self-defense items. Just put in the word self-defense items, watch the videos come, or look on the channel, look for my playlists about self-defense. But yeah, I know some people who like Piers Morgan, agree with what he says. Some, I don't know what he says, so I do not watch things in the morning. I see on Good Morning Britain. I don't watch that. I don't get up early enough. So you said, I have an idea for a video for you. Golf club cane versus kitchen knife. Explain to me, how would we do this? Liam said it's probably due to the girl getting murdered in London. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Liam. That's what it is, isn't it? That is what it is. Yes, you're right. I had a few people asking me in real life about armour. And I completely forgot about that because I don't watch the news. Actually, I personally never believe any word. I personally never believe anyone in a suit says. Maybe a solicitor, if you're paying them enough. That's about it. Yeah, suit on the telly. Wolf said a maximum a gorilla bar that fits in your day bag. Mine is for tool chains at work. Alex said one of the best self-defense items I personally use is a steel pen with a tungsten glass breaker. Yeah, they're good. But I would definitely recommend watching my videos on it. Tell you what, stainless steel pen with a tungsten steel tip on is a really solid, really solid item. It's quite a nice pen as well. Persia said, the moment you say something is for self-defense, it's a crime. Yeah, that's why I tell them to watch my videos, Persia. Because in my videos, I state that at least 5 or 6 times. Yeah. That's the issue, because I also get that on my videos a lot, saying, you can't say this is for self-defense. But if I don't call the video items for self-defense, they don't know what it is. But I have to explain then that you can't carry anything for self-defense, but these are legitimate items you can carry that if you then wanted to risk using it, yeah, but you can't carry it with the intent, as you say. Oh, and actually, it was saying it's a crime. Just remember that if you ever get asked why you carry anything, exactly, mate. Yeah, 100%, you cannot say it's for self-defense, and then that means you're going out with intent, basically. And you're carrying what, even if it's totally legal, what you're carrying, it's then a weapon. I said, good point. He said, if I ever had a solicitor who told the truth, well, I'd be fucked. Slingshot said, you would demonstrate how a golf club cane can fend off a man armed with kitchen. Oh, I get you now. Sing said, Lucasade, when it was a glass bottle. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is a quite good thing. Metal bottle filled with water with a lanyard on it. That's legal to carry. If you wanted to carry water in that. It's light with no water in it, but once that's got water in, and that's got a nice handle for pouring it in your mouth. A whole drawer of this kind of stuff. Mag lights. But yeah, glass bottle, Sing, exactly. Alex Saint, I might do, but it might be dreaded. I may do tomorrow's live stream. Self-defense in Britain live stream. So be prepared, mods. You may have your fucking work cut out for you. Lord Flashlight, you're right, mate. He said, sorry, Aldi, been on the last couple of weeks. Stuff's been busy here. Good to see you on, mate. Sorry, you've been busy. What is it, working that? Big B said, don't talk to the police, full stop, unless you have a legal representation. I would say, though, all right, Ricky, in certain situations, when talking to the police, it's actually a lot easier just to go along with what they're doing, tell them your name, let them decide you haven't done anything if you haven't, and then they'll just go. The problem is a lot of the time when people refuse, because I know you don't have to talk to the police, but if you don't, it can create a lot more worse situation than had the person just told them their name. And then they would have just gone, oh yeah, you're not the person we're looking for. See you later. But because you look like the person they're looking for and you refuse to say your name, refuse to cooperate, you end up getting chopped on the floor, handcuffed, knelt on your neck. You know what I mean? Chucked in a police car, taken out of the police station, possibly assaulted, when you actually hadn't done anything at all. But yeah. I'll give it a go, Slingshot, if I can do it. I'm not definitely doing that video tomorrow. I don't know, but it might be worth it for the views. Nick said maybe I'll start saying my clothes are for self-defense if they confiscate them. Big B said never modded before, mate. But if you need another one for tomorrow, all right, I'll let you know, mate. Liam said that cop that came to mine never had any issues again after I told him some basic stuff. Exactly. Well, flash up, yeah, they're mostly house kids, but yeah. Bob said I like that bottle. They're good, innit? They're hard to find though, Bob. Big B said, yeah, with few exceptions, but most circumstances, the more you talk, the deeper. Well, it depends what you're doing, but yeah, it depends what you're doing and what's happened. But if you've generally done nothing at all, and you shouldn't have no issue just telling him your name. I've had a lot of, I've probably, when I was a teenager, I've probably been arrested at least 75 times. And I used to get stopped by the police every single time I went out my house. And that's when I refused to talk to the feds, I was going out stressed and ended up getting searched for conspiracy to burgle. JC, ordinary pencils, rolled up magazine, ordinary umbrella. But yeah, because I know, I'm not saying, because I know you don't have to talk to police, but I think from experience, sometimes you can avoid escalating things if you just talk to them and cooperate. But different situations depend what you look like as well, where you live. I mean, Thatcher got a bottle of rum for tomorrow, so hope he keeps light. Persia said, if you've got to talk to the cops, be polite, think before you speak, and remember everyone is guilty. All they have to do is prove it. Yeah, exactly, Persia. That's a good way to put it. Dave said, I got done for growing weed, but because I cooperated, I was processed for 2 hours and only got a weed warning. There you go, Dave. That's it. That's a classic example, isn't it? It can work well. Niall said, what's the knife above the Winchester? What, that one? Or this one? So that's a cookery, but I can't remember what it is. That's a Muella Tactical Tanto. Big B said, my mate got bollocked for having a baseball bat without an accompanying item. They're basically using big words to trip him up because he's thick. They got a took off him for nothing. I think said, in America, you talk to the police. Day2 said, most people in suits are liars, but my dad getting me out of going to Borstal. Glad he wore a suit. Thanks, Dad, for being a government officer. Oh, son, T2. Yeah, I remember you telling us about that. Yeah, good, isn't it? Good job. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, the old cookeries are quite good. But yeah, that's a cookery, but it's not like a traditional one. Well, in the UK, you got the right to remain silent. But as I say, a lot of the time, it can escalate things when it's, I have seen situations where I believe had the person just told the police their name, because they was 100% innocent, they hadn't done a single thing, but because this person wouldn't talk to them, it eventually escalated to the point this person was actually tasered in their face, shot in the face with a taser, because they wouldn't do anything the police would say. Now, I'm not saying that's right. I don't think that's acceptable at all. The bloke was in his 70s as well, I think, or 60s. But had the bloke just turned around and said, yeah, I'm blah-de-blah, the police would have gone, oh, yeah, sorry, see you later. But because he wouldn't tell them his name, because he started pulling away when they touched his arm. You know, I'm not saying that's right of the police at all. Don't get me there. Don't, you know, I'm not saying that at all. But yeah, it's just I believe in that situation. Had that bloke told the police his name, that wouldn't have gone that far. No way. No way. Persia said on the source from like probably not. I'm tempted to. I won't be doing any Wendy house streams for a while though. And if I do, I might just have to. I've got a bit of shit from Sony for doing that last one. Weirdly enough, I don't know why. Bob said, I worked with reserve cops. They all said what happens is all up to your attitude. Nice one, Bob. Yeah, good point. That said, saw a routine traffic stop in UK. Guy who did Freeman the land bollocks. He got his window smashed and lifted. Same reason as Mike just said. Yeah, because as I say, I'm not saying I agree with the police, but I believe in some circumstances it's a lot easier just to talk to them. Like I said, the last time I saw the police, apart from when it wasn't around here anyway, I was out at about 1 o'clock in the morning or later, walking around the village. The policeman drove past me, and just in time, I just looked up just to see him wave at me. And I just waved back, and he must have seen me. And because of that, he just carried on driving. Now, had I not waved at him, he might have thought, that's a bit weird. You know what I mean? Might have stopped. And I hadn't done anything. And even if he had, I'd just showed him ID and then goodbye, innit? Liam, I saw a video like that in the US where some woman gets pulled over for speeding and argues with the cops so much. She talked herself out of a warning and got a ticket. And it's like, theoretically, if you refuse to cooperate, then you're a suspect of having a knife or a gun, for example. You're going to get tasered to the arse. Yeah, so we have the right to remain silent as well. I'm just saying it's not a good idea. It's not always a good idea. It's a bit like in America where you can open carry a rifle, and then the people open carrying a rifle complain that they get stopped by the police. What would you rather have? Get stopped by the police so that they check you're not a fucking nutter just about to shoot up a school, or would you rather the police stop you and say, have you got your license to carry that or whatever, or or we just want to check you're not fucking mental? I think I'd rather the police stop people than just go, But what I meant by that is just because you can do something doesn't mean it's a good idea. That's the basis of what I was trying to say there. You are allowed to do things. We don't have to talk to the police here, and there are times you can talk to the police, and it would be, but just because you can do something doesn't necessarily mean it's a good idea, I think. Because I think a lot of that, I'm not saying this is definitely, 100%, but I've noticed a lot of that walking around with the open carry rifles is purely to test the police. It's just to test them. Which surely you're wasting police time doing things like that. The police could be doing something, but so they've got to go around stopping people for deliberately walking around with rifles just to, you know what I mean? Dad said, years ago, a copper asked me, what are you doing? My answer was, minding my business. You should try it. Luckily, you saw the funny side. I'll only be off about another 20 minutes anyway. I'll think about doing a self-defense stream tomorrow. I doubt it, though. It's all right when we'll talk about it. Stressful enough. That said, from stuff I've watched, you pissed the US blood off, they'll just shoot you, claim you attacked them. Nick said, open carry has always seemed like the stupidest idea to me. The thing is, I think a lot of things, they stem back from times, a lot of laws over here in America, they stem back from laws that was brought in hundreds of years ago that at the time were actually quite good. But in the modern day and age, a lot of the laws are pretty redundant and sort of pointless now. You don't need them with, when you've got the police and the army and stuff like that. A lot of the laws in both countries aren't really needed now. I don't think so, anyway. Tactical said, drunk self-defense stream. Throw caution and win. Oh, I'll think about it. That's the only way I could handle it. Has that had that many views, Liam? Might have to see if I can. I might have to put a self-defense video on tomorrow. Lord England said, if America don't have guns, we'll all be communists by now. I think you'd be English. Actually. Joking. Nick said, open carry seems silly to me. Simply, if something did kick off, surely you'd be the one getting shot at first. Yeah. Yeah. Liam's getting loads of those comments, though. Oh my God, English laws suck. Alexander said, in the UK, I think you should be able to carry a cost. I don't think Parliament's going to change the laws, unfortunately. Oh, me, tactical. Great response. Thing said, I think UK police are generally okay compared to police in India and Jamaica. They beat you first and ask questions. But yeah, but don't get me wrong. I'm no supporter of the police. You don't know that. But I look at things realistically. And I'm pretty sure I've seen situations where, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying the police was right. No way, no one should be getting fucking tased in the face just for not telling someone their name. But I do believe had they just said their name, it wouldn't have gone out that way. And I have had my fair share of interactions with the police. I got under myself my criminal record. It's about that fat, and that's just it's not even all of it. Yeah, I don't know. Should we self-defense stream? I don't know. Lord England said, I'd love to open carry my sword, keeping it scabbard. No one would bat an eye. Has anyone been donating tonight? There's a donation thing if you want to donate to my stress, because every time these get stressful, I've noticed my hair's falling out here. This used to come around here. This used to be level, and that's got like a little step in it. And I noticed that's from the live streams. It's not really. But look, it's getting worse and worse. And that's every time I live stream. It's not really. But if you would like to donate, look in the description to this video about coffee.com. Go and buy me some coffee. It's a stress reliever for me. It's not actual coffee. It says buy me a coffee, but really you're just donating £2. So if anyone's an expert on dealing with the plot, it's Mike. I don't know what they're like now. Luckily, I've not actually had any interactions with the police apart from the raids for about 20 years. Yeah, all right. So 20 years ago, it was every day. For the last 20 years, it's once every 4 or 5 years. And like I said, give Mike £1 to stop his receding hairline. Tactical said there's a video on YouTube of a guy testing old UK laws, like not wearing armour into Parliament. Nice. What was that? Someone just donated. I had like a tick. No. Got excited then. No one's donated for a week, man. Come on, my hair's falling out. Stark said, I've seen a video of an Indian police officer thrusting a key into someone's head. The person somehow survived, even though it went deep into his head. Fuck's sake. That's terrible, isn't it? That ain't right. But yeah, the thing with the police, it's a bit like all situations. There are ways of getting out of these things if you know how to do it, really. But considering a lot of the time the police are only really asking for one thing, and if you genuinely haven't done a single thing, I don't find the issue with giving them your name. But a lot of people do. A lot of people won't give me. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying in some situations I've seen, I think it wouldn't have escalated had they done it a different way. That said, Mike, you'll be very happy when he eventually goes bald, and you won't have to bother with shaving it. Hopefully, I should be all right. It's a little bit thinner there. But it is very short. So, little pictures of police are now the same as they've always been. They're people of sorts. Some are okay, some are scum. Joshua said, that's true though, isn't it? They are just people. So, the wig's in the wash. I ain't ever going to wear a wig. I don't need one. Even if I was bald, I wouldn't wear a wig. What could be the perfect title for tomorrow's video then? UK self-defense for women. Let's see what happens. No, I think you deleted it, didn't you? Joshua, I didn't see it. I think you deleted it before you put it on. Oh, Big City Cop. I thought it said co-op. Alex said, can you do an update the replica gun law in the UK as Brexit's over? Do you know what? I don't know if I'd be able to do that. The problem is, I don't know the fucking laws anymore on them kind of things. It's so complicated. What's going on with that kind of shit? I don't know why, but syrup and the word syrup always makes me laugh because of syrup of figs. Yeah, syrup of figs. Wigs. Tactical said UK legal chinna chaff. The only thing is, I don't mind doing it, but I'm gonna have to spend the whole stream going on about you can't carry something intended for a weapon because blah 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 blah. I might have to put like some fucking title up somewhere. Well, actually, if I do it on StreamYard, I could make a headline down the bottom saying you cannot. Yeah, actually, I'm going to do it. I'm going to find some shit tomorrow. Right. Yes. I'll tell you what I can do. Right. StreamYard stream tomorrow. Self-defense, legal self-defense items for the UK, brackets women. And I can get a couple of clips off of my channel where I say certain bits and I can play them. There you go. It's done. Have fun moderating that tomorrow. Bob said, I saw a cop head shoot a man in Makati City near Manila. It was a drug dealer. Yeah, I bet they don't take their shit over there, Bob. Like I said, discussion about UK laws. Alex Jones. Have we got anyone called Alex Jones in the chat? So we can't even pretend we're so we're not even lying. Someone call himself Alex Jones tomorrow. Little Picker said the perfect title for tomorrow's would be free beer and marijuana for all subscribers. That gets them in, though. That does get them in. If you want, Zed, I can demote some of you just so you don't have to work tomorrow if you want. What did I say? StreamYard. Self-defense in UK stream. Yeah, and I'll have a subtitle down the bottom saying nothing can be carried with intent to use a weapon, blah, blah, blah. Do not say it's made. Just be the normal lot. Yeah, I can do some banners down the bottom saying the old shit about, you can't carry anything with intent. If you say it's for self-defense, then it becomes a weapon. You can be arrested. If you carry anything, it has to be something that's legal and has a legitimate use. Yeah. And I'll spam the coffee.com thing all night long. That's it. I'll just ban the stupid ones without even warning them. Yeah. No, I don't mind if you want to. We'll have to see, because the problem is, well, yeah, I'll tell you what, Zed, just judge it tomorrow, see what happens. If it looks like people are legitimately ignoring the I can't even talk. Legitimately ignoring the banner. Yeah, just or I don't know. It's up to you. You can delete it if you want. Delete the comments, and if they do it again, ban them. But we'll see what happens. It's, I ain't too fast. And it's gonna be hell, mate. I tell you, this has stressed me out tonight. Some of the shit on here. I'm a fucking glutton for punishment. I am. No, I don't mind the chat. My problem is, I don't want to. I'm not here to deliberately try and piss people off and disagree with them. Never. I'm just putting my point across. As I always say, I can understand both ways, and if you want to do one way than the other, then do it. I ain't going to tell you not to, and I'm not going to say I'm right either, because it's just my opinion. But yeah. See you later, Alex. Oh yeah, yes, definitely, Ted. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant, because I suspect there'll be quite a lot of people doing the, can't I carry knuckle dusters? Can't I carry pepper spray? They'll just have to be told, no, you can't, because the thing, I thought you meant them, because any pure out dicks, just get rid of them. But then that's the case of all streams, isn't it? But I suspect if this is popular, there'll be a lot of, why can't I carry this? Why can't I carry that? But as we were saying, you'd be surprised how many people don't know pepper spray's illegal and stun guns are illegal. We'll see what happens. I've got a feeling it'll be the usual thing. We'll have like 4 extra people on. That'll be it. It's the ones who think their opinion overrides everyone else's that gets me. Yeah, that's the things that normally stress me out. Little Picker said, while I was in Thailand, a friend of a friend imported a 16th of resin in a shoe. Why anyone would bring cannabis to Thailand is beyond me. It's a bit like bringing coal to Newcastle. Yeah, a bit pointless then. Yeah. Yeah, a bit pointless and weird, isn't it? I don't know. Pretty sure I knew someone who smuggled marijuana into Amsterdam. Again, fucking hell's the point in that? What the hell is the point? And they stuck it up their ass and everything. What the fucking hell's the point in that? Very bizarre. Fucking freaks. Maybe there's a reason for that, but I can't see it. It's going to be very, very weird tomorrow. Little Picker said, did he bring a hooker with him? Yeah, exactly. Probably. We'll see what happens. I may get myself a couple of beers to go with tomorrow's stream. It might be worth it for the views, though. The stress may be worth it for the views. If it's popular, might have to try and think of a good pre-made thumbnail for tomorrow as well. If it's popular, it'll get my views up a bit, and then it sort of helps the channel all round. Things that people who come here from Europe don't realise that tasers and pepper spray is illegal here, as it's their daily carry, and they get caught. Bob said, when you enter the Philippines, on the forms you fill out before landing, in red it says death to drug smugglers. Does it really? It's mad, isn't it, Bob? Tactical said, what was that green shit like, Mike? Can't remember what you said. Sorry, you're confusing me now there, Tactical. I'm thinking too much. Oh, the absinthe. Is that what you mean? I was actually thinking of green shit. I was thinking, well, that's wine that does that. Oh, the test tubes. Yeah, sorry, Tactical. When I read things wrong sometimes. In my head, I think green shit. Because I have mentioned green shit on here before. Dad said, I can just imagine the scene in court. Judge licks the supposed drug to make sure it's real cannabis, then asks, where was this found? What advice of the defendant's ass blood. Yeah, can you imagine? Fuck's sake. Yeah, I'll have a think tomorrow if I can be dealing with the stress of all that. Yeah. I might try it tomorrow to see what happens. Joshua says, have you heard tourists not allowed coffee shops in Amsterdam anymore? Only shops get weed. No, I did not know. No, I know nothing about that, in all honesty, mate. Never been to Amsterdam. Slingshot said, do you still have your cudgels? Yeah, I have some of them. I've got some of them, yeah. Yeah. They're all in that box, though. That said, you'd pay to see that, wouldn't you? Yeah. Fuck's sake, that would be a sight. It's funny as fuck as well. Well, you'd do a crime just to see that anyway, I think. Don't know about insert the thing, though. So what's everyone got planned for tomorrow apart from watching this self-defense stream? So what do you reckon? Yeah, self-defense in the UK for women. Women's self-defense in the UK. No, I don't know. I think it's that. I have a bag of a steel ball wrapped in cloth. Just to condition my knuckles. I'm never without a weapon. You're doing an X-ray video. Oh, you're having a night off. Oh, you want the night off tomorrow, dear Tactical? I can unmod you just for the night if you like. So you don't feel pressured into it. Nitpicker said they don't let tourists in coffee shops. Next, they'll be banning them from hotels. Jamie said I took the shell off my racing snail. Make it go faster. It just makes it more sluggish. Bob said, Mike, I'm going to send you a YouTube video of Filipino dancers. Nice one, Bob. All right, mate. Look forward to it. As I said, a fellow I worked with went to Amsterdam. He didn't smoke anything, though. Just spent all his money in the wanking booths. Why not? Why not? Dan said, nah, mate, we'll polish the band hammer. Slingshot said, I suggested to Tactical make his own cudgels. You could give him some pointers. All right. I'll give you some pointers on cudgels and Tactical. Look out for your messages. I'm sorry he knows how to make some cudgels himself. Well, I'll be on for about another 10 minutes. Jamie said, do you have any war hammers or battle axes? The only war hammer I've got is my one I made there, like a war pick. Like a spiked hammer. But no, I've got no homemade ones or bought ones. Sorry, talking shite. I've got one homemade one, sorry. Got no bought ones. That said, can you make them with a cordless screwdriver and a Dremel? That's my entire toolkit. You would struggle a bit there. Stark says, Spanner Gang will be at the ready tomorrow. Nice one. Yeah. Don't have to go too harsh. We'll see what happens. I got a feeling hardly anyone will join. Hopefully it'll be like that time when we had remember the call it? Area 51 stream. Best stream ever. Yeah. That was fucking mental, that was. Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? That fucking chat was just going. Is this real? Is this real? Jamie said, I only have one battle axe. She sat next to me. Fuck's sake. Where is Louise tonight? Anyway, I don't. She ain't been on all night. She's having a break, is she? I might watch a film when this finishes. I don't know what though, or I might not. Because the only problem is you start watching the film now, it don't stop till 1:30, maybe 2, depending on how long it is. Even if it's a 10th, like the Area 51 stream, it would be brilliant. I think there was 1,265 people watching at one point, or 1,600 and something. I saw a fight last year between two Somalians. They weren't using their fists. They took the belts off and were whipping each other. Quite funny to watch. So I bet that was a bizarre thing. I bet that was really weird. Did you miss that one, Starger? That was a fucking event, I'll tell you, man. Yeah, it's still on YouTube if you want to find it. Yeah. I can't remember what it peaked at, but yeah. The chat was literally just going. A lot of people saying, is this real? Because I think there was a lot of pre-recorded shit on that night. Because I was making out I was in a bunker under Area 51. Oh, fuck's sake. Such a weird bullshit sort of, jokey stream. But it's good. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I doubt we'll get that many tomorrow. I'm going to have to line up a load of fucking legal self-defense items tomorrow. I'm going to be doing that so much tomorrow. My fingers are going to hurt. Yeah, bunker with a window. I can't remember what I told him that was. And then I think at some point I told him I was in one of those things outside, like the door, like the, what do you call it? Like the things where they let people in. Mr. Cheesy says it's really offensive to punch in some countries. Is it really? Hello, mate. How you doing? Yeah, I got a maglet. I got a couple of maglets. He said a maglet is a good cudgel. Yeah, legal. Blue Creeks, right, mate? He said, I bought a pair of shoes from a drug dealer yesterday. Man, they must have been laced with something because I was tripping all day. Fuck's sake. That was just about relevant as well. Last one. I got Maglite with her lanyard there, so that would never fall out your hand or be took out your hand. If it looks weird, it's because a lot of it's modded. This one's strobe and everything. Bob said, I sent you a recent video. Enjoy. You'll see why I love the Philippines. Be honest, Bob, I already know that, yes, this will give me an even better idea. I look forward to it, Bob. Is that emails you sent that to? Zed said, I'll just stick with my cold steel walking stick. I don't carry it for that purpose. But it would do the job if needed. I've just bought a... funny thing is, Zed, it might have been you saying about hoe handles. I've just bought another hoe handle. This one looks perfectly straight. So I'm going to do another one of those sort of self-defense walking sticks. Not self-defense, you know what I mean. A walking stick that potentially could be used as a self-defense item. You know what I mean. I don't need to explain it to you. I hate YouTube and the way you have to wear things. The problem is you have to say self-defense walking stick because that's what people will search. Then you have to do a disclaimer at the beginning. I'm going to do another walking stick video soon. Going off, a couple of minutes, Liam. Maybe, 5 minutes. Tactical said lanyards are a bit of a double-edged sword. You can use them for advantage. You can use them to your advantage if the other person is using one. I suppose as if you know, isn't it? Bob said, copy and paste your comments. Crossbow bolt video. Oh, all right, Bob. Yeah, nice one, mate. I'll check my comments. Yeah, I think I know what you're saying there, Tactical. It's a bit like with the knife thing. A lot of people say, they're going about knife attacks, but what they describe as a knife attack from someone who's trained with a knife, I think most people who come up to you and try and stab you literally have no experience ever in a knife fight, which is a good thing, because someone who did know how to use a knife would probably kill you before you fucking knew it was happening. Yeah, and would have a very sharp, good knife. You know what I mean? Luckily, these dickheads have shitty old kitchen knives. They're probably quite blunt. They still want to go in you, but don't really know what they're doing. Same as most people have to defend themselves. But you know what I mean? But if you know how to do these things, yeah, you could definitely use these things against other people. I'm not saying you were saying that, but I've heard quite a lot of people say that they talk about knife fights, and what they're actually talking about is someone trained with a knife. Most knife attacks are not by someone trained with a knife. Ever. Luckily. Mr. Cheesy said, I'm saving up for a wall tapestry. Looks great. Oh, nice one. Yeah, get one. You can get both of these. This one's triple. That's one big one. Mother, how are you? Are you just coming back from the pub, are you? Nice one. Joshua said he's making a trench club. Oh, I've put a thing on here. I'll show you in a minute, Mother. Tactical said, yeah, my mate proved that to me. I know how to disarm someone, but he said, try this, and he got me every time. Put me in my place. That's it. If you know, you know. Isn't it? But luckily, a lot of people don't know. Although I must admit, everyone and his dog knows a bit of martial arts nowadays, though, sadly. So I've done a mod on this one already, Mother, so that you can put it's got a full-size quiver underneath. I don't know if you can see how that's held on, but it sort of goes through the handle. I had to cut a little slit in this handle, so it'll slot in. And this handle just happens to fit on the bottom. So you can have a full-size quiver, so I can cock it, get a bolt off, put that in, shoot. I'll do a video showing people how to do that one day, if they want to know. I have to go off any minute now. I'll just catch up with these comments. Bob said, Pirate, can I send a video to your comments? Zed said, if things get really bad, I'll buy a Joe and make it look like a walking stick. I could fuck someone up real horror show with one of those. Cat said, I'm not sure, Bob. If you can, feel free. Oh, actually saying that, Bob, yeah, I don't know if the links, yeah, you can post links on normal videos. It's just sometimes they go into your spam. I'll be able to find that though, Bob, all right. Don't worry about that. You can't put them in here. I think he means on Tactical's videos. Calm down only for a while. You'll end up getting blocked if you haven't already. Not by me. Gone. There you go. Right, Joe. Hello, everyone who's just joined. I'm going to have to go off. But yeah, Bob, if you went on to Tactical's videos, you could share the thing. That's right, Zed. Now Zed's accidentally uncovered them, don't matter. Felt tip pen fights are always funny. Didn't the Yorkshire Ripper get stabbed in the eyes with a felt tip pen? So you can still do your eyes in. See you tomorrow for the Right Old Horror Show. Yeah. I've not got Discord. Right, I've got to go. See you tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I don't know what mother. I don't know what you're on about there, mate. Yeah, I think. Yeah, tactical blocked him. Zed accidentally unblocked him. Right, see you later, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. If you come on and it's a StreamYard stream, then be prepared. But you don't have to mod if you don't want to. I'm not bothered. If I ever need people to sort of actually start modding, I'll actually say, come on, mods, you need to. But you don't ever have to feel like you need to do something. Right. See you all tomorrow. Good night. Hope you have a good evening. See you later. Thank you for watching.